First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chachodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. All right, peace and blessings unto the elect. This is your brother Benaiah from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. It's going to be a quick lesson. Not too long, but, straight to the point. All right, because we're living in the last days. This is the last days of the last days, and we're going to continue to say this. All right, we're going to continue to beat this same message, this same song. All right, until you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans head, man. You see, because this is the only song that our people should be paying attention to in these times, man. All right, nothing else. No other book is speaking like the Bible is speaking. No other person. All right, a so-called man of the Lord is speaking like the true man of the Lord are speaking. All right, and we believe through faith that, all right, the apostles, bishops, and elders and like-minded men of Great Millstone are the true, all right, man of the Lord. You see, and according to the book of Isaiah, like it says, the Lord is going to confirm the words of his prophets. You see, no other Israelite group is warning our people the way we are warning our people. You see, and we know that the day of the Lord is closely approaching, man. You see, the time of Jacob's trouble, all these end time prophecies that the Lord predestined to take place, saying before the foundation of the earth were even created, are at hand, man. You see, the hour of temptation, all right, the time of this devil coming down with great wrath. So, like it says in verse 1, "But of the times and of seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." Why? Because it's of us to, to pay attention. You see, to be circumspect of what's going on. All right, how the Lord constantly told us to watch. You see, it says, "For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." All right, and that's what you have. Donald Trump just had this board of peace. All right, this so-called deal that he signed, and people are really thinking over here in America that everything is okay. Just because Jake is going to work, they don't really see too much of which you see it, the effects of how everything is taking place, and then the turmoil between nations. All right, you're starting to feel it. Inflation's going up. Everything is going up with people's wages. And you seeing it. But Jake is still, as long as Jake can go out and party and drink and smoke and try to numb that pain, then they okay with it. But it's going to come to a point to where that's not going to work anymore. The Lord is going to make people face themselves. You're going to be faced with it. All right. And you people are going to remember that you were warned. You see, you were warned before it actually took place, man. Let's go to this in Ezekiel, man. I think it's Ezekiel. Let me see. Might have to type it in. Let me see. I know it ain't 33, is it? Let's see. Yep. This is Ezekiel chapter 33. Let me see. Is this it? Yep. Ezekiel chapter 33. And I'm going to start up a little bit. All right. Let me see. Let's start at verse 31. And I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, "So my people come pretending to be sincere and to sit before you. They listen to your words, but they have no intention of doing what you say. Their mouths are full of lustful words. Their hearts seek only after money." You see, and that's the mindset of a lot of our people. You see, we see it amongst our own family members. The state of the world. Every niggas is talking about getting a bag. It's all about getting a bag, man. Okay, it says the same thing, and I think it's in 2 Timothy chapter 3. It talks about in the last days, the perilous time shall come, so men shall be lovers of themselves and lovers of money. You see, and we seeing this. How we know that we're in the last days, man. That's another clue. All right, it says verse 32, "You are very entertaining to them, like someone who sings love songs with a beautiful voice or plays fine music on an instrument." Right, you see, because everybody is talking about the Hebrew Israelites, man. You see, niggas making TikTok videos, and the Hebrew Israelites. Everybody's Drewski making skits. Everybody is talking about it. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew Israelites, and that we're ultimately entertainment unto them. You see, It says they hear what you say, but they do not act on it. Right. You see, because we're telling our people to repent. You see, we're telling our people to turn back unto the Lord before he brings destruction. It says, verse 33, and this is the point. It says, but when all these things, all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they will know a prophet has been among them. Right. You people are going to know then, man. You see, when your stomach is touching your spine. All right. When your kids are crying and you don't have nothing to feed or drink them, get them to drink. You know what I'm saying? When you have no other choice to people are going to be, turn to cannibalism and start eating their own children, man. Then you're going to understand. Then you're going to know that a prophet has been among you, because we've been warning you, all right, for years, man, especially starting with our apostles of Great Millstone. You see, they've been preaching longer than some of us brothers have been alive, man. You see, and now these things that they've been preaching are coming to pass. You see, I just seen the brother just went live for Psalms chapter 2. You see, like I said, this David, hey, this is something that these other Israelite groups are not talking about. The vast majority of our people don't even know about the Davos, the WE to the F and the Davos meeting, man. You see, these are the Esau is going to those high places, man. You see, they're worshiping their idols and calling on those the monthly prognosticators. How you say it, roughly paraphrasing these astrologers. You see, and they're making plans, all right, and making sacrifices unto their gods, man. Okay, trying to fulfill, all right, that new world order, man. You see, while everybody else, while you niggas is going out to clubs and thinking everything is cool. Here it is. They're making, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, Davos is the highest point in Europe, man. Showing you that these are the high places to where these heathen nations are gathering to worship, all right, that idol. You see, to worship their God, man. You see, being spearheaded by Esau Edom. Okay. So going back onto the point, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that. To this 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. All right. So let's read verse 3 again. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Right. You see, because that day is going to come as a thief unto these people. They haven't been paying attention. All right. And then next thing you know is it's there. You see, just like the flood. You see, niggas thought it was a game when Noah was out there preaching and building the ark. All right. Like it says in the book of like Yahushua was saying, you know what I'm saying? They knew not until Noah, Noah entered into the ark and the flood carried them away. That came suddenly upon their ass, man. They thought it was just a regular old day. And now people are going to be in the same mindset, but we are not. We not in darkness as these people are in darkness. You see, it says, ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not in darkness. No, we are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Right. You see, and that word sober is what? Let's go to this word. Let's see what this word says. Like it says, therefore, let us not sleep. All right. See what that word sleep means, man. To fall asleep. All right. Metaphor to be dead. Right. To be without this knowledge, man. To be without this understanding. Or you even have some Israelite groups. They dead. They spiritually dead. They know that they Israelite. They have particular flesh. They have the flesh in the muscles, but they don't have the breath. You see, Israelite groups talking about ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble. All right, or Israelite, whether they camp haters who lone wolf niggas. You know what I'm saying? Who talk shit about the camps and saying like Big Levi and Big Judah, two bugged out niggas who saying ain't no Jacob's trouble is gonna take place, man. All right. These niggas are spiritually dead, man. You see, it says to be indifferent to one's salvation. Right. You see, to yield to sloth and sin. OK, see what this says. See, we go to the root. All right. Don't say nothing. So let's go to this word to be sober. All right. Let's let them say it.
Strong's G 30. Strong's G 3525. NAFO.
Right. It says to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit. You see, so when these things taking place, when these birth pains, as Yahushua was saying, take place. All right, we have to have a calm spirit. All right, the elect is going to have a calm and collected spirit. Why? All right, because they trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see, that foundation is built upon that rock. It says to be temperate, to be dispassionate. You see, we ain't passionate about this place like these people are. They're trying to further themselves in this place. We just here, we're in the mindset of pilgrims, man. We hearing it until it's time to move on. Okay, and when it's time to move, these people are, these people are not gonna be, they're not gonna want to leave, man. You see, and they're gonna go down with the fucking ship. All right, it says to be circumspect, man. Okay, we know that to be what? To be watchful. Okay, like it says, to watch, to be discreet, to be sober, to watch. Okay, and what are you watching for? Second Esdras chapter 9 in verse 1, he answered me and said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You see? So the signs that the Lord left us, man, that's how we know. All right. Going back into the top of this chapter, man, you see, we not ignorant of the times, man. We know that the day of the Lord is approaching. We know we're in the time of Jacob's trouble. You see, let's get that real quick. All right. And it's only going to get worse from here. Jeremiah chapter 30 in verse 7, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay. So this day of trouble is here now, man, and it's only going to increase, man. You see these particular ice, these I have videos here. I guess I can play it, but multiple videos of Jake, being harassed and rounded up, and shot, which you can find videos like this, and brothers and post it. But for time's sake, my battery's about to die. But like I was saying, we're in the time of Jacob's trouble now, man. You see, and the only people that's going to be saved out of it, all right, is the elect. You see, I'm going to read that same verse in the NLT. It says, in all history, there has never been such a time of terror. All right, right. You see, never. Why? Because look how advanced this technology is, man. You see, at one point in time, the believers and the prophets, they were persecuted and they could flee. You see, they can flee off and go to another city. But look, there's camera. You can't flee no goddamn where without something seeing your ass, man. Without a fucking camera seeing you, or this man able to track you via your phone. Even if you throw your phone, they show you in particular movies like damn, was that Fast and the Furious when they was using the God's eye? You know what I'm saying? And how they was how that lady had that God's eye, and she was able to tap into vehicles. You know what I'm saying? And make vehicles. She can control people's electric cars and vehicles and shit. And she could tap in people on people camera phones, man. And while they was on the phone talking, she can tap into it and use a camera to find somebody and locate somebody based off facial recognition. They even show you that in that movie, this last damn, what is it called? Damn, with old boy with I'm about to say Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck. Damn, what is it called, man? The Accountant 2. You know what I'm saying? When you watch that movie, they was trying to find this one particular woman, you see, and they never could find her until they started tapping into they was able to tap into this lady phone, and use her camera, use a selfie that she took, you know what I'm saying, to go and zoom in and see the lady in the background. And they was able to find this lady's phone, her IP address off her phone. They was able to tap into her fucking smart TV on a smart thermostat, and then jump into a computer and find a photo and do all this kind of shit, showing you, man, it's nowhere. That's why it's going to be a time like never before. You see, and that's why divine intervention is going to be needed for the elect. And it is going to happen because the Lord just said it. It says what? In all history, there has never been such a time of terror as such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel, yet in the end they will be saved. Right, you see? And that they is going into the remnant, man. You see? The remnant is going to be saved. Those that are sealed, okay? Like it says in the book of Revelations. Let's go to it real quick. Revelations chapter 7, okay? I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth nor the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Right. And you can read about that where in Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter, let's go to it. Ezekiel chapter 9, and let's start at verse 4. Okay. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, okay, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That's that seal that that angel is going to mark upon the foreheads of the elect, okay? And when you go into that word mark, all right, it goes into the Hebrew word, which we're going to get real quick. Where is it at? All right, it's the wa. Okay, it says desire a mark, a sign of exemption from judgment. You see, that's how the elect is going to be saved out of it. He shall be saved out of it, like it says in Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, because they have that mark of exemption. You see, these angels are not going to come near, all right, those men, all right, who have that mark. All right, the elect, those women and children, all the innumerable multitude are going to be marked with that seal, with a sign of exemption from judgment. You see, that's how the elect is going to make it out of that great tribulation. You see, everybody else is going to what? Fall to the wayside. Verse 5, it says, and the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city. You see, so everybody who don't have the mark, the angels are, and this is the Lord speaking to angels. You see, he's speaking to an angel here and telling the angel, all right, whoever don't have that mark, go after them. Get them. Get these niggas, man. Okay. Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. I'm going to read that same verse in the NLT. It says, then I heard the Lord say to the other men, to the other angels, follow him through the city and kill everyone whose forehead is not marked. Show no mercy. Have no pity. Right. You see, because there's angels upon earth, all right, that are waiting to get busy, man. The spirits that are created for vengeance. All right. Ecclesiastes, I think it's, let me see 39. Let me see. Works of the flesh. Yep. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 30, or the book of Sirach, chapter 39. All right. In verse 28, it says, there be spirit that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You see? And we're reading about that in Ezekiel chapter 9 in verse 6. I mean, in verse 5. It's like it says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. You see, so all these are types of destructions that the Lord uses these angels to cause to happen, man. Teeth of wild beasts, because these animals are going to be getting busy. All right. It says they shall rejoice in his commandment, showing you that the Lord is the one who's sending out this judgment. The Lord is the one who's saying who's going to be killed and who's going to be preserved. And the angels are not looking at a bad bitch. Oh man, she fine. I'm gonna let her make it. You see, or she old, I'm gonna let her make it. Damn, she she can't even walk. I'm gonna let her slide. No, the angels are gonna have they don't see bodies. They don't see the person. They see spirits, man. You see, and if that spirit doesn't have that mark of exemption, then these angels are gonna rejoice at the commandments of getting busy on you people, man. All right, it says, and they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. You see, they ain't gonna they not gonna they ain't gonna let you make it, man. You ain't gonna let your baby make it, your newborn baby, or a slow or retarded baby, a handicapped, they ain't gonna let it make it, man. Or an old person, they ain't, or a beautiful woman. They ain't gonna let her ass make it, man. You know? A nigga in a wheelchair, no, if the angel got an order to put your ass to death, whether it be by fire, hail, famine, you know what I'm saying? The teeth of wild beasts, the sword, it's gonna get done, man. Okay. Let me see, was that it? The verse is needful, therefore. All right, it says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth. Right. Just like that council in the heavens that you can read about in the book of Kings. You know what I'm saying? Well, with Ahab, when all those angels were coming up with ideas how to kill Ahab, and the Lord was just, the Lord was pleased with it. Okay, go ahead and and go forth with it, man. You see, the same counsels are happening for you people that's marked for destruction. And these angels are gonna get busy. It says, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Right. You see, going back, Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 5 in the NLT. Then I heard the Lord say to the other man, follow him through the city and kill everyone whose forehead is not marked. Show no mercy, have no pity. Kill them all, old and young, girls and women and little children. You see? It says kill them all, man. The angels are going to get busy, bro. It says, but do not touch anyone with the mark. Okay, going back into what we read in Revelations and what that angel told him, hurt not the earth or the sea or the trees. You see, don't do nothing until the elect is sealed. Okay, it says, but do not touch anyone with the mark. Begin right here at the temple. So they began killing the 70 leaders, right? You see, and it's going to begin at the house of the Lord, man. You see, like the scriptures say. All right, so we in a time, man. We in these times that where the Lord is getting ready to usher out judgment, man. Okay, and you people are not going to be able to run from it. This is Jeremiah chapter 11. All right, in verse 11 it says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord: Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them." Right? You see how people gonna be crying to the Lord in that day. and the Lord not gonna answer them, man. You see, the only people the Lord is gonna be concerned about is the elect, man. You see, let's go prove that real quick, and I'm gonna end it off, man. I didn't want to make it too long, you know. So lucky if I'm everywhere with it, but let me see. Earthly journey. This is Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras chapter 8, and it's gonna be in the GNT. I'm going to start at verse 37. It says, the Lord answered me, part of what you have said is correct, and the things will happen as you had indicated. It says, you can be sure that I will give no thought to those who have sinned or to their creation, death, judgment, or destruction. It says, instead, I will find my joy in the creation of the righteous, their earthly journey, their salvation, and their final reward. You see? So the Lord is not going to give a damn about you niggas, man. He's not going to give a damn about grand and nana, or however you niggas call your grannies, man. You see, nana, you know, he ain't going to the Lord ain't going to care, man. You see, or you know what I'm saying, or man. The Lord ain't going to care about man. You see, the only one the Lord is concerned about, it says, verse 39 again in the GNT, instead, I will find my joy in the creation of the righteous, their earthly journey, their salvation, and their final reward. You see, so the Lord is concerned about the elect. You see, so everybody else is just through. Why? Because you niggas don't, going back to like it says in Hosea, man, Hosea chapter 4. All right, in verse 6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. You see? So the Lord is, so since you niggas don't care about the Lord, since you rejected his correction, like it says in the book of Proverbs chapter 1, you didn't want none of his reproof. Guess what? The Lord ain't gonna give a damn about you, man, or your kids. You see? Like it says, when you get that word forgotten or to forget, all right, it's Strong's H7911, Sakha. It says to forget, to ignore. The Lord is going to ignore your ass, man. Oh, God, please help God. Nigga, the Lord ain't, he going to ignore you, man. To cease to care. You see, the Lord ain't going to care, man. You see, what is this care? Going back into that Second Esdras chapter 8. You see, his care is for the righteous, their earthly journey, their salvation, and their final reward, man. You see? So we're in a time to where the elect is soon to get their rewards, man. You know, so you brothers and sisters that believe, man, you just keep the faith, keep fighting. It's about to get hard, but the finish line is we see it, you know. So with that, man, I didn't want to make this too long. Lord, witness lesson was edifying and one, two, you know, all over the place. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachachodash. The honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. And as always, peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.